Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and this is Big Discussions 76, Entertainment and Media. First of all, please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. Well, I'm back with another article, an update from the DCEU. So we're back in the superhero space, except over on the DC side. This is regarding the Justice League, and it involves the Flash. This is entitled "The Flash Movie Goes Where the DC Universe Hasn't Gone Before." This is written by Cameron Bonomolo. I think I pronounced that correctly. And this was published on December 6th, 2020. So I thought this would be good to capture here, as I've discussed in content on several of my channels. Me and my brother Amal were very much into comic books growing up, and he stuck with it throughout his life. And I like to say, he led me back to the superhero and comic book space when I was in graduate school at the University of Michigan, when I think he got me a copy of Kingdom Come. He either got me a copy of Kingdom Come or I purchased a copy for myself. But either way, because I saw his copy and was impressed with it, I became, I wanted to get a copy for myself. So he either got one for me or I got it for myself. I can't remember which. But through him, I stayed connected over the years with the superhero genre and those movies and so on, etc., etc. The DC superhero movies, they've had a tough time filling the shoes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and everything that was created over there. And the DC movies have received a fair share of criticism in terms of the way the stories were written, in terms of the character development before they brought all of them together in the Justice League movie. And from what I watched in documentaries and read, they even switched up the directors quite a few times when making the Justice League movie. So the Justice League movie itself wasn't very impressive. I didn't think they should have killed Superman at the end of Batman versus Superman. And just there were some things about it that were very, very underwhelming, such as the villain, Steppenwolf. When you have a superhero movie like that, as the viewer, you want to get sucked into the story and you want to feel the imminent doom and danger that everyone in the story is feeling. So, for example, in the first Avengers movie, you really sensed that the Chitauri were coming and they were going to take over the world. In Avengers Age of Ultron, you had the sense that, okay, wow, yeah, if Ultron's meteor hits the Earth, there's going to be this major extinction event. And then, in Avengers Infinity War, you knew that at the end of the movie, the stakes were on the line. So I didn't get that feel from the Justice League movie. It was hard to believe at the end. And it just, yeah. I liked Batman versus Superman. That movie received quite a bit of criticism. Aside from the fact that they killed off Superman. I had to watch it a couple times to fully get what was going on, but I liked it after I watched it a couple times. Ezra Miller's Flash actually made his first appearance in that movie. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone out there watching, but that was my first time seeing him appear in the universe, and he came to Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne / Batman through some sort of time portal, warning him of something that was to come. I think it was to listen to Lois Lane or something like that. So in the Justice League movie, a lot of folks didn't like Ezra Miller's Flash character. They thought he was too silly, too awkward, too geeky. Folks thought that they were going too much for the comedy element with him. So, but this article surrounds him, and so I'm going to read it. It's a short article, and it says some very, very interesting things in terms of crossing over. And I've seen pictures of Michael Keaton dressed up in a Batman uniform, and hearing that there would be some sort of crossover event or some sort of acting with Ezra Miller's Flash. And so this article talks about that, and it reads, "The Flash will go where the DC extended universe hasn't gone before when it races into the multiverse," director Andy Muschietti says in a lightning quick update on the Ezra Miller starring DC movie. The not-solo movie spinning out of Justice League sees super speedster Barry Allen, played by Ezra Miller, crossing over and crossing paths with the Batman, played by Michael Keaton, of another world, and the Batman, Ben Affleck, of his world, who doubles as Flash's mentor and costume designer. After Miller's Flash crossed over into the television side of the DC universe for an interdimensional meeting with Grant Gustin's Scarlet Speedster in the CW's The Flash, Muschietti teases a bigger trip back into the multiverse. The Flash movie will take you to a place where the DC universe hasn't gone before, so it's very exciting, Muschietti said in a brief video aired during Warner Brothers' presentation at this year's virtual CCXP convention. "I can't wait to tell you more, but for now I want to thank you for the support and for being such amazing fans." The Mama IT director previously described Flash as a beautiful human story, grounded by the emotional impact of the interaction and relationship with Barry Allen and Affleck's Bruce Wayne sometime after the events of the Justice League. "He's the baseline, he's part of that unaltered state before we jump into Barry's adventure, there's a familiarity there," Muschietti told Vanity Fair earlier this year. "This movie is a bit of a hinge in the sense that it presents a story that implies a unified universe where all the cinematic iterations that we've seen before are valid. It's inclusive in the sense that it is saying all you've seen exists, and everything that you will see exists in the same unified multiverse." During the virtual DC Fandom event over the summer, producer Barbara Muschietti described The Flash as a ride that's going to be fun and exciting, and there are a lot of DC characters in it. Flash is the superhero of this film because he is the bridge between all these characters and timelines, she said, and in a way, it restarts everything and doesn't forget anything. The Flash is scheduled to begin filming in early 2021 for a theatrical release in November 4th, 2022, after being pushed back from June 3rd of that year. Ezra Miller, Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, and Billy Crudup star. Muschietti directs from a script by Birds of Prey and Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn screenwriter Christina Hodson. So it sounds like they're going to somehow restart something, if I read that correctly, which is cool because again, the DCEU got off to a bit of a clunky start, and so the question is, will they be able to salvage what they have to create something great? Aquaman was pretty good. The first Wonder Woman movie was pretty good. The reviews I've heard about Wonder Woman 1984 haven't sounded too impressive. I'm thinking about what the Critical Drinker said. He's one of my favorite content creators in this movie cinematic space. I love his content. If you're not subscribed to him, I highly recommend that. But this sounds compelling, and this is making me think back to the Crisis on Infinite Earths. And if you're unfamiliar with that, that is a major crossover event that DC Comics did in I believe the late 80s. They actually had multiple Supermans, worlds with a Supergirl and a Batgirl and multiple Flashes. And so, if I recall correctly, what they wanted to do was collapse everything down into one universe. But it looks like they're going to show us a multiverse, and that's going to be... I've seen some of that happening on television. I haven't watched it closely, but it will be exciting to see. And I was hoping over in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that they were going to do that in Spider-Man Far From Home. I thought that they were going to take the snapping of the Infinity Stones and allow us to go into different universes. But it turned out to be the way that was written up. It turned out to be a sham by Mysterio and the Quentin Beck. That's his name, Quentin Beck. So it turned out to be a scam by Mysterio, also known as Quentin Beck. But I'm gonna stop this here. This went long enough. Please let me know what you think in the comments section below. Please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. And as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I'll talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.